Hi, I'm Mariam. So now I'm going to show you how to use one of our 3 compact foundations. If you have a combination skin type or an oily skin type, then you can really choose any one of these 3. However, 2 of them, which are the powdery and the compact foundation, are applied slightly differently from the Beauty Cake foundation. I'm going to show you how to apply these 2 on one side of the face, and then we're going to apply the Beauty Cake on the other side of the face. But before we do that, I'm going to show you how to prime the skin by using our Moisture Mist Pre-Makeup Cream. Now, this pre-makeup cream helps to control oil secretion, but also provides you with an SPF of 18. Now, you only take a little bit onto your skin. You can use your fingers to apply this or a sponge to apply it. And that goes on all over the face. So, starting with the center of the face, you just spread that very sparingly across the face, working from the center outwards. Pre-makeup cream is perfect for oily skin types than other skin types. However, it can be used for any skin type. Now, for those of you that have a little bit of high color in your skin, now whether that's broken capillaries or increased circulation, we have a product by Moisture Mist that helps to reduce that redness. Now, avoid applying this directly to your skin because, as you can see, it's very green. So how I would recommend that you use it is to take on a little bit onto your sponge, and just where you have the redness, you do very light dabbing action. Now, basically how this works is the green color helps to eliminate the redness. You don't need to apply this product all over your face, only where it's necessary. Now we're going to conceal using the Moisture Mist Circle Liner. Now, the reason it's called the Circle Liner is because it's designed to go around the eye area. However, you can use it anywhere on the face. Now, it's better to use the concealer before the foundation, especially if you're going to use a compact foundation, because it just means that it stays on for a little bit longer. Now, the Circle Lightener comes in 2 different shades, a pale and a beige. Again, using a sponge, I'll just dab that all around the eyes. Of course, if you're doing this at home, just use your fingers, or if you have a concealing brush, then you can use that too. And that just goes around the entire contour of the eye area. Whatever's remaining on your sponge, you can take that just to conceal any blemishes or pigmentation that you may have on your face. So now that the concealing is completed, I'm going to show you how to use the powdery foundation and the compact foundation. In terms of the application, it's pretty much the same. But when it comes to how you use the sponge, it's slightly different. When you're using the powdery foundation, now remember this is only for oily skin types, you use a dry sponge to apply the product on the skin. And that starts again from the center of the face in straight lines. Now, the reason you don't want to wet this foundation is it might start to cake the actual product. So avoid dampening your foundation at all costs. Now, with the compact foundation, you're able to use that with both a dry or a damp sponge. The main difference is that with a damp sponge, you get more of a natural light cover, whereas with a dry sponge, you get a fuller, more dramatic cover. So this is an example of the dry application for the compact foundation on this half of the face. So I'm starting again with the center and working outwards. And when you're picking it up off the compact, just use it in a circular motion. It just keeps it tidier for you and easier to load up the sponge. Now, when you want to dampen the sponge, you can either use just standard tap water or our Moisture Mist Balancing Gel Mist. Now, this is particularly useful if you have a slightly drier skin type. So, one spray, and then when you apply it, can you see how it's a little bit more dewy, a little bit more damp, so it gives you sort of that fresher, lighter cover. And you apply that in nice long strokes of the face. Now, this foundation also has an SPF of 18, so you get that added sun protection. The key to blending either the compact foundation or the powdery foundation is just to take your time with the strokes and try not to over apply in one area. So start with a little bit and then work your way up with how much foundation you're actually putting on. And remember to take it around the jawline. And this is how you apply both the compact and the powdery foundation. With Beauty Cake, it's slightly different in terms of application. First, Beauty Cake has its own dedicated sponge, which is a hypoallergenic and an antibacterial sponge. Now, the reason you need to use this is that it helps to pick up the product a lot more efficiently than a standard sponge would. Now, again, you can wet the sponge with a standard water or using the Moisture Mist Balancing Gel Mist. Again, if you have drier skin, this is probably better for you. And we're gonna take 1 to 2 sprays onto the tip of the sponge. And when you're picking this up, it has to be done in circular motions. Now, because this is a cake foundation, you do need to apply a little bit of pressure when you're applying it, and make sure to blend quickly. The foundation has to be damp pretty much all the time that you're applying the Beauty Cake foundation. Now, out of all our foundations, this is the only one that doesn't have SPF in it. Now, the benefit of that is when you are taking photographs, your skin looks flawless. You can achieve that really great coverage, but you don't get the reflection that usually comes with having sunblock on your skin. I find that a lot of people that love to use this are people with an uneven skin tone, if they have pigmentation, discoloration, any sort of acne scarring, this will cover it all. It will cover everything. This is how you apply our 3 compact foundations: the powdery, the compact, and Beauty Cake.